Alright, so this session really wasn't as structured. I just wanted to kind of flow and show you some movements that, I use a lot. Um, you just learn a lot by watching and, even at times mimicking. One thing I didn't talk about too much was walk up and walk down. So if we're in the key of C, at C2, just arpeggiating, just rolling that into that C2. Okay, and walk down. Okay, walk back up. Okay, one thing you could do in that walk down, you can put in a different type of passing chord that's doesn't take you any higher in key, but it brings you to the 4 in a different way. I showed you C, C2 over E to the F. Okay, that's one way you got from 1 to 4. Now if you were to go that way in a walk down, you've got C, G over B, then that C over A, or A minor 7. Now what you do is you go from C to B flat. Okay, you just go down an entire octave, and in that sequence you keep going. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're still going to the G after the A minor 7. You're taking that B flat over G. Okay, and that's what you're creating. So you got okay. So just another way to kind of change it up and get yourself to that 4 chord. So you got okay. There's some timing involved too, and when I use that B flat over G, one thing that's usually done with it is you'll go back to the root as a 7. Okay, so you might have even heard that in a song somewhere, but you'll go to the B flat over G, and then you go back to the root as a 7. Okay, and then you go to the 4. C, walk down. Okay, so that was that pass to the 7, then to the 4. And when you're stretching your chords out, just move them up an octave. So even if you're just in majors, that's where all those inversions come in. Okay, so when you're playing, go to D. Okay, so you move up. Just move up. Now granted, it will take a little bit for you to do it fluidly. Your hand just doesn't normally want to cooperate and fall right in place. You'll probably crunch a chord. And I still do at times. So, but once you get it, and you move fluidly and just start to use those octaves. So, you just it's basically taking all of the elements and the movements and learning where to apply them. You can just you can do it in in a series as you play, and you find yourself just using them. You'll use them after a while. Another movement that we do a lot with is we will going down a whole step in reference to like a different chord that kind of it's unconventional. It's not part of, like, say, being in D. You'll see G, A, B minor. Okay, you'll see stuff like that. But it's, as far as unconventional chords, one movement that we do is we'll take like a D major, okay, and we'll go to the 5 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the A. We'll go to the A, but we'll keep the root D, okay? So do me a favor and hold D down here like this. Okay, and the next chord you want is the 5. Let's go to the A, but hold that D again, just like that. Okay, now this is a little out of sequence, but nonetheless it works. Go a whole step down to C. So you got D, A to C. Here's a movement that we use a lot of. Got D, A, now bring in that C. And G. The whole time the D root stays, okay? So that's just a... So, and you'll see I'm about to utilize some of the portions of the major scales. So right here with my pinky, I'm just stretching out. Okay, and I want to say a quick word about grace notes. A lot of what I do, I found myself not just, rolling into the chords and arpeggiating them like that, but grace notes have become a regular part of my movement. There's a certain flair about, when you can, quickly roll your chords like that. So grace notes are just really cool. I use them a ton on mostly everything I do, and it just adds that certain flair to what you do instead of just a choppy type of a movement. You begin to you have some seasoning behind that, so you can it just starts to come out more naturally as you go. So grace notes are a really important part of what I do. Okay, and also use a lot of 5 because that's one, it's the farthest reaching finger, so I'm able to get, just start grabbing other notes that are almost, if not all in the scale or near the scale. So what I do is kind of use basically a 5-1-5 up here, and more of a 1-5-1 down here. So pretty much inverted style, but it's so what you got, and in the end you're adding more. So it's a little bit the reverse now. It's more is more, but as a whole in music, you should let the music breathe and always maintain that less is more. And you don't want everybody playing the same thing all at the same time. Then it's just this big, crazy, confusing vacuum. But this is more of a, just want to spend time with you guys, kind of a random session, just to let you know that this is a way you can start incorporating all of what we've talked about. You want to really just be there and be sensitive to how God is helping lead you to play. And you want to be sensitive to the moment, because what you are is you're a facilitator. You're helping facilitate what he wants to say. So when you're moving in that gift, you're moving under the anointing. He'll give you the direction on what to play and also what not to play. So just want to sort of throw that out there to you. It's like it says in John, it says, I may decrease that he may increase. So that's what you want to happen. Just check out some of the movements I do, and if you want to use them, just apply them to any other key that you want to go into.